Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it. That early 2010s Memphis Grizzlies team, that glorious grit and grind team, may be my favourite basketball team of all time in the NBA. They proved that if you can embed a strong culture, get everybody on your team to buy into the work and to the grind, you can achieve a lot regardless of talent. And don't get me wrong, this team was very talented too. But in the early 2010s, the league was truly stacked. We had a prime MVP level Derrick Rose leading a deep Chicago team in the East. We had a newly formed Big Three in Miami ready to take over the league and win not 6, not 7, not 20, not 25, however many championships they promised. We had Dirk Nowitzki leading the Mavs who won the chip in 2011, and we had Greg Popovich still leading a talented and efficient Spurs team in that Western Conference. And let's not forget the stacked Lakers squad with Kobe Bryant, RIP my guy, Pau Gasol, Bynum, Odom. Then we had OKC Thunder also in the West rivaling the Grizzlies, coming up with KD, Harden, Russ, Ibaka. Yeah, the league was stacked. And yet amidst all of this, the Grizzlies were able to compete, have some deep playoff runs and really get the job done in a very competitive era of the NBA. However, they never won the chip, they never quite got over the hump. And I think if they had a bit more scoring, a bit more offensive talent to combine with all that grit, that grind, that defense, they could have got it done. So today, I'm going to try and rewrite history. We're jumping in our time machine, we're going back to 2010, and we're going to try and win this team a championship with all the talent that it has. So we're going to try and sign Melo, and we're going to hope that that pushes this team over the top and wins them the championship that, in my opinion, this team so thoroughly deserves. That's it, let's get into it. What's going on? Welcome back to the Below the Rim channel. I'm James, I'm 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan. I've still never dunked a basketball in my entire life. So today I found a pretty realistic and pretty accurate 2010-2011 roster, and I thought what better way to end out 2K20 than with a video on this amazing grit and grind Memphis Grizzlies team. So all I'm going to say right now is there are 2 rules for this video and 2 rules only. 1, we have to use a grit and grind system proficiency, so all the trades I make, all the players that I pick up have to fit that system. I don't want to be building some kind of run and gun 7-second fast moving team. I want the players that I get to be defensive minded for the most part, other than maybe Carmelo Anthony, but the people that really kind of fit that grit and grind system. Rule number 2, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, and Zack Randolph, the man Zebo himself, are untouchable. That's it, let's jump into it. I'll show you guys the roster and we'll get this going. Okay, so we're here in the 2010-2011 season right now, and here is Zack Randolph leading the squad as an 87 overall. We've got Marc Gasol at 85, still only 26 years old. Rudy Gay, who I think I'm going to have to move. He just doesn't really fit this team in my opinion. I think he'd be a really solid trade piece. Tony Allen, again, I'll probably move to create room for Carmelo Anthony. I've got an upgrade for him in mind anyway that I will use for at least this season, even if I need to trade in the off-season. Conley, still nice and young and developing, so we're going to make sure we send him to camp, get him as good as he needs to be. And a young OJ Mayo before all the problems that he's had, let's say. And then not really any bench, so we're going to have to work on a bench as well. So yeah, let's jump into the trades. I've got one in mind for Tony Allen already, so I'll see you guys there. Okay, so I thought Andre Iguodala, a prime Andre Iguodala, would be a perfect grit and grind Grizzlies player. He feels like just a slight upgrade on Tony Allen, kind of like a Tony Allen on steroids with some more offensive game. And I think this could go through. I mean, I got Tony Allen in a first. Let's see if that does the job. No, okay, they want a little bit more. Can we throw in some seconds and get this done without adding in any players, ideally? Boom! Okay, Andre Iguodala. I think he's going to be a perfect small forward. We may have to trade him in the offseason if we want to pick up Melo, but for right now, what a fit, what a fit. Okay, now I think having picked up a small forward in Iguodala, we can definitely move Rudy Gay. So I think the next trade will be a Rudy Gay trade. We'll see what we can get for him, maybe a really solid 6th man of some sort. Okay, so I packaged Rudy Gay and OJ Mayo in the trade finder, and I've found an Eric Gordon trade. 22-year-old, 82 overall Eric Gordon. That feels like a perfect fit. He still plays some really good defense, I believe. Let's have a look at his attributes, in fact, his grades. Yeah, he's an A- perimeter defender, ultimate 3-and-D guy, and he's going to help us get some buckets. We do pick up an aging Baron Davis, but I'm sure we can move him. So, yeah, I like this move. This will work perfectly for us. In fact, he can probably start at the 2 spot next to Mike Conley. So, yeah, our starting 5 is probably there. Yeah, that's a beautiful starting 5. I don't think anything more needs to happen with that for this season. That is ideal. We just need a bench, so I think we've got to flip this Baron Davis asset first. Let's move on to that. Okay, this is a solid cap dump. This is a solid cap dump. I don't want to pay an aging Baron Davis 18 mil. We get Mo Williams and Daniel Gibson. I think I'll make Daniel Gibson because he's a bit younger and he's just money from downtown. I think I'll make him my backup PG and then probably just flip Mo Williams in a separate trade. So yeah, let's get that done. Let's escape the cap. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I think we just need another bench upgrade. So yeah, let me work on something there. I think it's going to involve Mo Williams for sure. Okay, so I'm going for Deshaun Stevenson here off the bench because for those of you who know him, he's a bit of a dog. Like he's the kind of guy that would kind of hustle hard. He had some like solid roles and some very strong teams in the past. So I'm thinking Deshaun Stevenson could be the move. Let's see if we can get that done. I think he's a good 3-and-D player. Let's actually just check his stats. A+ from 3. There you go. He's going to be a gunner for us. Did not know he was from Switzerland. That's interesting. And he's an A- perimeter defender. So again, perfect 3-and-D bench guy. Let's see what they want for him. They want a first, but they're getting a first back. 2021. I'm not really feeling that. Can I throw in just like a few seconds maybe to get this done? Let's try one. No. Hamad Haddadi in a second for the GOAT, Steve Novak. Lock it in, lock it in. That's beautiful. All right, this team's starting to look really, really nice now. So we've got, I don't know why I just did that. We've got Conley, Gordon, Iggy, Randolph, and Gasol. Yeah, Xavier Henry's not going to get it done off the bench. Darrell Arthur's a young piece we can probably still flip. And then, yeah, so we've got Gibson and Stevenson. I think we need a couple more bench pieces. I should probably also call out this dead cap guy here. He is a 32-year-old, 40 overall, being paid $20 million a year. The roster creator quite cleverly put one of these on every single team just to make the cap more realistic, because obviously the cap has inflated a lot since 2010. So another rule that I have for this video is that I cannot trade dead cap as much as I'd love to, because that's just going to help even out the cap situation. Okay, let me work on a few more bench trades and we should be good to go for season number 1. Okay, this is a pretty insignificant trade. I'm literally just trading 3 scrub players for 2 scrub players so I can create a roster spot. That's because I want to check out free agency. I think there's at least a few guys in there that could contribute. Oh, PJ Tucker and Pat Bev. They're kind of both perfect guys for this roster, but whoever I sign here is probably just going to be trade fodder, honestly. So I think I'll pick up PJ. I'll pay him $4 mil. That could be useful in trades. What's here? Oh my gosh, what a fit. What a fit. Taj Gibson, backup big. Who's more grit and grind than Taj Gibson? So for PJ Tucker, Darrell Arthur, we were kind of lacking a backup big for Marc Gasol, and he can play a few backup minutes to Randolph as well. So, oh my god, yeah, Taj Gibson's a perfect fit. That is absolutely ideal. Okay, let's have a look at the rosters of right now. I think we've almost filled out our bench, so let's have a look at the rotation that the computer has decided to put together here. We know the starting 5's ready to go, and then look at this bench. Deshaun Stevenson really kind of fits the team, so does Iggy. I think all the players we've picked up so far, real grit and grind guys. Taj Gibson perfectly embodies that. So I'd say the only thing we're lacking is, yeah, Beatrins and Vasquez aren't really getting it done. So I'm going to make some sort of trade for, I think maybe like a backup forward, someone who can play a bit of small forward and a bit of power forward, because Deshaun Stevenson can play the wing position, backup point guard, backup big. Yeah, I think I want some sort of backup forward, then we should be good to go for season number 1. Okay, so for some reason with grit and grind, Jarrett Dudley sprung to mind. He can play power forward and small forward. He's only 25 here, so he's not the kind of old fat guy that we see on the Lakers today. No offense to Jarrett Dudley, he's just kind of washed now. He was actually pretty good back in the day, and he kind of embodies grit and grind quite nicely, so I'd like to pick him up. I don't know if Udo and Vasquez is going to be enough. It is. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me actually get the minutes sorted and I'll show you guys the final rotation. This is looking like the most grit and grind team I have ever seen. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Okay, so here is the rotation going into year number 1 after all our trades. I think we picked up guys that will really fit the grit and grind culture. So we've got Conley, the new additions Gordon and Iguodala, both great fits in this grit and grind team. The usual suspects as the big men. Looking forward to see what these guys can do actually. Deshaun Stevenson, a dog off the bench who can shoot, who can defend. Gibson, the 2 Gibsons, and then Jarrett Dudley just playing a few spot minutes there. I don't even think I'm going to need to do scoring options. This team's kind of quite egalitarian in the way it works, so I think everyone's going to go out there and do their thing. I signed Mike Stafer just because Lionel Hollins had terrible ratings on this game, who I believe was the coach. So we've got Stafer running grit and grind. Only a 3-star system fit, which isn't ideal, but I'm not too worried. I still think this team's going to really be able to contend. I'm thinking 55 wins, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Okay, I should also mention I do have Xavier Henry and Hashim to beat, the GOAT, the 7'3" legend that never quite made it in the league, but got taken like 2nd overall, I believe. Bit of a disaster there. But hey, we got these 2 guys. We're going to develop them in the G League. They might be trade pieces or rotational pieces down the line. We'll see. See you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so at the end of season number 1, not quite the season I was expecting. Only 47 wins, so probably not going to get it done in this first year, honestly. That's why we need someone like Carmelo Anthony, I think. So, LeBron James MVP, DeMarcus Cousins Rookie of the Year, Lamar Odom, the 6th man of the year. That's probably the right man to win that award. I love me some LO back in the day. Dwight Howard, he's probably going to win every defensive player of the year in this rebuild. But Devin Harris and Greg Popovich, Coach of the Year. Looks like the Spurs are still a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so All-NBA first team, Wade, Prime D Rose. Oh man, I miss these days, KD, Stoudemire making All-NBA first team. That's kind of wild. Deron Williams, Kobe, LaMarcus, West, Howard, nice. I'm guessing none of our guys actually made a team. Oh, Zack Randolph made the 3rd team. Okay. Defensive first team, nobody. All right, no defensive love for the grit and grind Grizzlies. Never mind. Okay, let's check out the player stats first and foremost. See where this kind of went wrong, like who wasn't performing. We had 22 points per game for Zebo with 11. I'm loving that. That's exactly what I was hoping for him. Marc Gasol was performing. Eric Gordon. It seems like the guys are doing pretty well. Like Mike Conley is a young player. I'm not doing too badly out there. Iggy was really solid. I'm loving the 8 rebounds, 6 assists. That's beautiful. Taj Gibson, Jarrett Dudley, Deshaun Stevenson wasn't very good. Wow. Okay, we'll have to debate that. I think I might have messed up some of their tendencies potentially, so I'll probably tweak those. Okay, let's move into the playoffs, see what's going on. Okay, match up with Utah and Deron Williams in round 1. That's kind of a nice matchup. They got a pretty solid squad. Millsap, have they still got Boozer in there? No, they might have traded him. A young Gordon Hayward. Okay, I think we can beat this team. I really do think we can beat this team. Let's go. 1-0, okay. Let's go. Sweep him. Let's go. Easy money. Okay, don't blow it. I'm not about blowing 3-0 leads. Okay, beautiful. Let's see who we're facing in round 2. And it's... Oh my god, the 8th seed beat the Spurs. That is crazy. Chauncey Billups, Melo. Okay, we can't get knocked out by Melo if we want to sign him in free agency. We've got to do this. Knock him out. Take him down. We've got Iggy guarding him, so I'm kind of optimistic on that. Let's go. Okay. Oh, is Melo just lighting us up? Come on, pull it back. Let's go, boys. Two wins in a row. You can do it. All right, never mind. Out in 7. Trying to convince Melo to come to us now could be tough. We'll see. Let's simulate the rest of the playoffs. Okay, do you know what? If I'm not going to win the chip, a prime Derrick Rose, my favorite. Oh, God, I love prime D-Rose. I love D-Rose in general. Fair play. That's kind of made me actually happy. I'm glad Melo didn't win. Maybe makes it more realistic that he would leave in free agency. I think we showed some good promise in this, and I think now that I've fixed some of these guys' tendencies, we should be ready to compete next season, but we've got to sign our guy Melo. All right, let's go to the draft, see what's going on here. Okay, so we have the 23rd pick. I might look to trade up, because if we look at some of the prospects here, we've got some very grit and grind kind of players. You know, we've got Kawhi Leonard. I don't think we can really get up to him. Klay Thompson would be perfect for this team. So would... Is Jimmy Butler down here? Jimmy Butler would also be perfect. So let's see what we can do in terms of a draft day trade here. Pick 6. Who's got 6? The Wizards. Okay, they got pick 6. I'm throwing in quite a few assets. They don't really value Henry or Beardrin, so... okay. That gets the job done. Okay, so yeah, just to summarize there, we gave up Xavier Henry, Hashim Thabit, Beardrins, and a few picks for the 6th pick. Let's see if we can pick up. I'm hoping at least maybe like Jimmy Butler will fall to me, or Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson would honestly be so ideal. Who have we got? Klay Thompson. Easy money. Done. That is huge. So we can maybe run him as a 2-guard or just a backup wing. Move Deshaun Stevenson to create some cap for Melo, and he'll be a nice cheap asset for us. So that is absolutely perfect. All right, let me move on to free agency and see what we can do there. So, yeah, rookie signing. We'll bring in Klay. He's a 77 overall. Team player options. I'll accept that on Deshaun for now, but we might end up moving him because I just don't think we're going to have the cap space. Moratorium period. Okay, Melo is here. He's got 15 offers and he wants, for some reason, 41 mil, which I don't know how we're going to do with all this cap space situation we're at right now. Yeah, Iggy's going to have to go for sure. Deshaun Stevenson is the first guy that has to go. All right, let me work on some cap dumps and I'll see you guys at the first trade because we're going to have to do a lot here, I think. Okay, so I'm being offered some very valuable picks there from the Cleveland Cavaliers for Deshaun and Bradley. That'll dump 16 mil of clean cap and give us some really valuable picks that we can trade down the line. I think I'm going to do that. That's perfect. So let's have a look at the cap situation right now. I bet we're still not even that close to getting Melo. 10 mil. Yeah, I think I need to work on an Iggy trade potentially. So I'll see you guys there. I'm hoping I can maybe snag a young piece from this draft. Let me work on something. Oh my God, Paul George. That is an insane deal. That is perfect. We dump 21 mil in cap. He takes the Iggy position. We move Iggy to the bench. Sign Melo. That's a second-year Paul George. He was drafted in 2010. I am throwing in a pick for that. That is absolutely fine. Oh my God, this team is looking fantastic. Okay. So looking at the roster right now, we've got Conley, Gordon, Thompson, Georgia. We've got plenty of wings. But Melo will kind of be that 4th wing, which is perfect. We're going to absolutely max him out, obviously. We're going to throw him the player option, throw him in no trade clause, and see what happens. I really need to get him. All right, let's just click and see what happens. Yes. Yes. Okay. Carmelo Anthony. That's kind of the whole point of this video. I was hoping he would sign with us. If he didn't, I didn't really have a backup plan. So let's see if we can keep Daniel Gibson on bird rights there. I'm not sure if we'll get him back, but he'd be a nice backup point guard to kind of retain. Let's get Melo in the bag. Oh, man, this team's ready to compete for sure. Gibson, he wants 10 mil. Maybe he'll accept that? Nah. Okay, maybe we need to get someone else then. I think I'll take a Ramon Sessions. He's not quite as good as Gibson, I think, but he should be solid enough. We'll get him on a team option, lowball him a little bit, see what happens there. Okay, Ramon Sessions in the bag. That's solid. Okay, so having now finessed the whole league in free agency, that Paul George trade was insane. We are now at training camp. So I think I'll probably use an untapped potential on Eric Gordon because he's still a young piece. He goes up to an A. I'll probably do the same to Mike Conley, actually. Like, his perimeter shooting's already solid, I think. Yeah, so we'll get his potential up, see how he progresses. And then do I want to send perimeter shooting to any of these guys? Maybe Paul George. I don't think he needs untapped potential. Does Klay need an untapped potential? He's an A, I think. So yeah, I'll use one on Klay just to make sure he develops as we want him to. He's already an A+. Okay, that's fine. Okay, what an offseason we had. So here's the current rotation going into the second year. Conley and Gordon still in the backcourt. I don't know if Klay... I'm debating starting Klay at the 2 spot, but we'll put him off the bench for now. Eric Gordon did well last season. So we've got Conley and Gordon. Melo as a new 3. Randolph and Gasol still locking it down in the big positions. And then our bench is crazy. We've got George and Thompson as our 6th and 7th men, followed by Gibson and Sessions. Now, all of these guys feel pretty grit and grind, except maybe Sessions. So I might just explore a quick trade for him. Oh, George Hill. Yeah, that's an upgrade. From the Spurs as well. So we technically probably make the Spurs, I mean, marginally weaker. Probably not. But George Hill, I just kind of like him as a fit slightly better on this team. Cool. Okay, so that's kind of the final rotation. I think I'm just going to show you guys briefly. So system proficiency, we still have Mike Stafer. We're still using grit and grind. We're up to a 3.5-star proficiency. Melo fits it actually pretty well, which isn't too bad. So yeah, I'm thinking easily a 60-win plus team, easily a contender. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. Okay, so at the end of season number 2, we didn't quite hit the 60-win goal, but we are 58-24, so we're definitely ready to contend. Kevin Durant was the MVP. Ricky Rubio was the Rookie of the Year. Okay. Ty Lawson, 6th Man of the Year. Dwight Howard, obviously Defensive Player of the Year again. And yeah, Boogie's kind of starting to come into his own and dominate the league. Nice. Okay, and All-NBA first team. Tell me we get someone on these teams this year. Maybe Zack Randolph again. All right, All-NBA second team. No Grizzlies. All-NBA third team. No Grizzlies. I'm assuming it was just a very balanced effort. I thought Melo might make it as well, but we are the 1 seed in the conference. Looked like we were just a kind of a balanced squad. Let's have a look at the season stats. So player stats wise, whoa, okay. Melo only averaged 18 per game, but the whole team just kind of contributed. Look at the balance. This is the most Memphis Grizzlies thing ever. Everyone buys in. It's a real team effort. Very balanced scoring. So I'm really liking it, actually. Marc Gasol was really, really solid. 2 blocks per game. I'm loving that. Zack Randolph killing it on the boards. 1 steal a game, which is pretty impressive, and 17 points. Eric Gordon doing his job. Conley, yeah, really solid. 8 assists per game. His efficiency jumped as well, so he's kind of developing year on year. And then I'm guessing the bench contributed. Yeah, I mean, I can't ask much more than that. Look how many double-figure scorers we had. That's 6, 7. Yeah, I think that's 7 double-figure scorers. George Hill doing his job. Taj Gibson doing his job. I love it. Okay, I feel like we're ready to win. Let's actually have a look at the team stats. I'm hoping that we were the best defensive team in the league as well. So looking at points per game, maybe not the top there. 3rd best offense in the league, which is strong. So even though like Melo didn't go out there and average 27 as a team, we were still offensively very strong. I think we were actually the 4th best defense. That Spurs defense is absolutely ridiculous. So that's going to be something to contend with. Let's jump into this. Okay, so we got Sacktown in the first round. Kemba, okay. Tyreek Evans, friends, yeah, nah. Other than Boogie, I'm not too worried. And we've got Marc Gasol to guard Boogie anyway, so I'm hoping Mark can at least contain him. Let's go. Okay, Chicago, number 1 seed in the West. Miami, number 3 seed, okay. 2-1, let's go. Come on, 3-1. Get him out of the way, Let's see if the Golden State Warriors can knock off the Spurs. That would be kind of nice. No, okay. Let's have a look at this team that we're facing in round 2. Then we've got Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Richard Jefferson, Nico Mirotic. Okay, so 21-year-old Nico Mirotic, I guess that's kind of feasible. Tim Duncan, that's a very Spursy player, actually. Tim Duncan. And their bench is nothing too special, but I mean, yeah, that starting 5 is absolutely insane. So, in terms of matchups, I think we're probably kind of good. Like, everyone on our team can defend. Everyone on our team can score. So I'm not going to tweak the matchups. I'm hoping we can just get past these guys. This is going to be a tough series, honestly. 1-0. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Keep winning. Get them dubs. Come on. Game 5. Huge game. Let's go. Finish it off. Perfect. Okay. This OKC team is crazy as well. My God. Okay, this is going to be a really tough matchup, actually. I think I'm more scared of this team than I was for the Spurs, honestly. So let's get into it. Let's see what happens. Bang. Okay, the defense is clearly strong. Let's go 3-1. Yeah, we're too much. Come on, we're too much. Oh, come on. Get it done. Oh my God, we blew a 3-1 lead. Why didn't I jump in? Man, that's disappointing. That is very disappointing. All right, let's finish the playoffs. Man, what else do I need to do for this team? I feel like we've built a perfect squad. I'm going to give it 1 more season and we're going to see what happens. Let's jump straight into the offseason. I'm probably going to kind of run it back. I might make a few tweaks around the edges. Okay, this has to be worth a try. Andrew Bogut is an 85 overall, a serious upgrade on Taj Gibson. I have like I think it's like the 21st and 28th pick in the draft. So I'm just seeing if I can package like a load of picks in Taj Gibson for Andrew Bogut, because I think he would complete the squad, make us kind of a defensive dynamo, honestly. So yeah, let's see if we can snag him. Boom. Okay. I kind of didn't expect that to go through. That is a huge pickup. Okay, so we're here at the start of the 3rd and final season. I've got the starting 5 here, and you'll see that Klay Thompson is now getting the start over Eric Gordon. I thought it was a smart move. Same old guys other than that. We also did pick up, as you saw, Andrew Bogut, who's a huge upgrade as our backup big. And yeah, Paul George now an 88 overall coming off our bench, which is crazy. Eric Gordon is an 85 coming off our bench as our 8th man, which is absolutely ridiculous. I will probably tweak the minutes a little bit before the start of the season. And then we got George Hill. So the only thing I'm thinking of, because I did pick up Jason Terry and Josh McRoberts and stuff, so I might try and package a few of these guys and just upgrade George Hill. Let's see what I can find first. I'm not really sure I'm going to upgrade massively, but if there's something available, I'll take it. Okay, so Deron Williams started to regress a little bit at the end of last season, kind of true to real life. I think they put his regression in early, which is basically what happened, to be fair. So Deron Williams isn't that valuable, and he's clearly an upgrade on George Hill. So I'm going to see if this goes through. No? Okay. What else do they want? I got a second. Do you want a second? Bang. Okay, the 2012 NBA better be ready. This is a god squad. Conley, Thompson, Anthony, Randolph, Gasol. We've kept the core guys, built around them with Thompson and Anthony. And then this bench is just absolutely ridiculous. De'Ron, Eric Gordon, Paul George, and Bogut. If we look at system proficiency, we're still running grit and grind. It's still only 3.5 stars. Yeah, we'll stick to grit and grind, even though there's maybe better systems available like triangle. And this time we are going to be a 60+ win team, and we are going to win the chip. I'm feeling it. It's going to happen. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, so we're here at the end of the third and final season. Over 60 wins as predicted. We went 64-18. KD MVP again. Dave Dawson, my guy, rookie of the year. Draymond Green, 6th man of the year in only his second season. Dwight Howard winning the award he's going to win every single year because he's Dwight Howard. And then John Wall, most improved player. Okay, and then our guy getting coach of the year. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. So all NBA first team, no one on there. I'm guessing we maybe had to balance the team again to get anyone on these. Classic Grizzlies, man. Team effort, team effort. Okay, let's move to the playoffs. So we got Phoenix here in the first round. Yeah, that should be a hopefully pretty easy series. Let's have a look at the season stats, see if it was as balanced as it was last season. So hopefully Melo led the scoring. Yeah, 80. This is crazy, man. 18, 17, 17, 14, 14. So we've got 5 guys over 14 points per game. That is mad. And Paul George and Eric. Wow. Clearly the best offense. Defensively, the Spurs are still kind of goated, but, you know, I'll take second place. Let's go. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win. All right, let's see what Phoenix have to offer. We've got Miami at the top of the other conference. I really want a chance to face them in the finals this season. 2-0, 3-0. We won 64 games. Well, that was disappointing. Safe to say 2K21 can't come soon enough. End the video. Bye.